Hello, welcome back to the episode 7 of the events after Alexander the Great. So what we have here today is the conclusion of the Lamian War. We have the Battle of Krannon here against the Greeks. We apparently are fighting as the Greeks against the combined Macedonian forces here, which is quite interesting. So what's happening here? We have Craterus here with the orders from Alexander himself while Alexander was still alive, to march back to Europe to take over the affairs there from Antipatros, and he brings 10,000 Greek Macedonian veterans with him from Asia back home. So what he has here is a massive force, as you know, when it was combined with Antipatros, of course, who was there in Lamia at the time, and they have these huge armies. In terms of cavalry, they have about the same number. And that's what the Greeks wanted to do, actually. They wanted to engage with the cavalry. But it was not to be, because Antipatros, what he decided to do is deploy his phalangites, of which he has plenty, as you can see here, head on. And the Greeks are trying to disengage now. They try to disengage. They see that they cannot withstand that. And they move in back. And as they move back, they pursued by Hypaspistaihi, by lighter Macedonian hoplites. And they retreat to the top of the hill, and there their cavalry joins them, but they decide that actually they stand a little chance of resisting this Macedonian onslaught, and they decide to actually ask for terms. So Antipholus, the leader of the Greek forces here, he decides to do it. It all happens near the settlement of Krannon, near Epeneus River in Greece. And this is one of the, last events, massive battles of this Lamian/Hellenic war. So let's have a look at what we are dealing with here now. And we are fighting as the defeated Greeks, which is okay, actually. We're not required then, it seems, to win this battle. Let's have a look. So here we are. Let's have a look. We should be vastly outnumbered. Here we are. We have Levi hoplites and others. There's lots of desertion, lots of abandonment on the Greek side when Leastinis died, because lots of Greeks came to this, to their cause, came to join them on the assumption, on the personal agreement with him. He was, of course, one of the leading figures here, but he died, as I mentioned in the previous episode, during one of the assaults. He was actually, yes, died of a slingshot when there was, these skirmishes took place during the siege of Lamia, when Antipatros was basically stuck in there, and Leastinis, unfortunately for the Greeks, he dies. Okay, what happens? Enemy general. Wow, we killed Craterus already. Okay, Craterus. That shouldn't have happened, but voila. Okay, right. So Craterus, yes, like I said, he was also busy. He was marching to Macedonia to rescue Antipatros with 10,000 Greeks. He was also busy in Kilikia. Kilikia is this kind of a bridge between Asia, Minor, and the rest of Asia. What happened there as well? He was actually marching home with these veterans. Then he hears about Alexander's death, and he pauses there. He paused in Kilikia, and he was also tasked with building the fleet. So he now joined Antipatros here with the fleet and the 10,000 veterans he brought with him. So here is the massive combined Macedonian army, and the Greeks now, without Leastinis, without some of the allies that now abandoned them. Leastinis was credited with also being very capable commander. So now they facing this Macedonian onslaught, and they do not, yes, they would retreat to a nearby hill. Well, there is a bit of a hill here, I suppose. There's a hill there, and there they would just ask for terms, because yes, what was actually a decisive factor in this war? It was not this battle per se, because what happened here actually, it was a very quick surrender. It was the fact that the Athenians actually lost control of the seas, because their freshly built fleet of about 200 ships, we are told, versus about 250 Macedonian ships. So that fleet has been lost. And because of that, Macedonians can now bring their might from Asia essentially at will, so they can bring whatever they need to bring from Asia. Athenians now stand very, very little chance in terms of countering that. Therefore, you know, when they saw that they cannot actually easily prevail on the battlefield, they also decide to actually simply ask for terms, because they know Macedonia has obviously massive land, you know, forces in Asia. They can always bring them at will, and there's nothing they can do to stop them, so they could not really match that. Therefore, they decided to ask for terms, which they received. Antipatros here, he dealt with each Greek city-state separately. He did not deal with the coalition as a whole, as a group, which was quite a wise thing to do. He dealt with them individually. Apart from Aetolians ran back to their you know, hills, and they did not get included in these treaties. Did not have much of an appetite for that. Apart from them, but the rest of the Greek city-states, they were all you know, concluding separate treaties with the Macedonians, with Antipatros, with Craterus now. As a result, for Athens themselves, the result was very, very dramatic. What they had now, they had to admit Macedonian garrison. They had to also admit the fact that, you know, democracy is not to be, and they would have oligarchy ruling over them, unfortunately. Leosthenes and the others, they were, you know, engaged, they were leaders of the Democratic Party. So now with him dead, with their cause being weakened by his death, and now with the losing of the battle, they had no choice in the matter. So it seems like we are about to actually lose this battle as well. We are holding, our right flank is holding still. However, we've been totally outrun here on the left, and the phalanx keeps pressing on somewhere, only they know. Oops, sorry, what on earth did I do? No, let's cancel that. Yes, this flank, yes, we only have a couple of units of Thessalian cavalry. They're still standing. And let's see what else can be done here. We still have few units of our infantry. They're here on the right. Our left has disintegrated altogether, so we didn't even get to the point where we can actually retreat to the hill or anything of the sort, because we were simply overrun. And this is rightfully so. There is not much of a problem with that. I did not actually, you know, consider myself, oh, what happened to that unit? This is really bizarre, isn't it? Okay, let's bring them all back here if we can. Okay, so it was probably my mistake there as well, because I have mistakenly commanded them all to move here, which wasn't the intention. So yeah, this is the end of the Lamian War, the end of the war, of the Hellenic War, as the Athenians call it. They totally destroyed here. Well, they only lost in this battle only about 500 men, but the resistance was futile. They rightly recognized this. And, you know, apart from the Thebes, you know, and by the way, if you're interested in Thebes, I have another playlist going based on Imperator Rome. It's a new Paradox game where I have a one city challenge, play as a city-state, newly founded city-state of Thebes, when I'm trying to survive. I'm not a very fluent player, to be honest, so I'm trying kind of to learn the game and learn how to play. So yes, Thebes were the only power in Greece that decided, major power, that decided to stay loyal to the Macedonians, but they were defeated at the very you know, beginning of this rebellion. They were defeated by the Athenians. Did not stand much of a chance, unfortunately, for them. And now we've been totally smashed here. They are wandering away from me and towards my fleeing forces, it seems. I have two units here. Let's just bring them. Let me see what I... Oh, this is a unit of cavalry. Okay. Now let's bring cavalry here and let's station this unit there. Enable fire at will enabled. Let's see, maybe I can save. I have no units left here on this side at all. Maybe I can save some of my units here on my right flank. We'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, so what is happening here? Some of the Illyrians now engaging the phalanx. I don't think we stand much of a chance unless we bring in some support, which we admittedly do not have much of a choice. Oh, and we now been targeted from the rear as well. Okay, there is not much I can throw at them here, unfortunately for me. Let's bring this cavalry upon this unit here, And who is this? Oh yes, let them stay where they are. So basically we are doomed here. We are, I think, going to be defeated in very short order. This is our general. He's still around, he's still resisting, as you can see. But yes, Antipholus, he will not last long. Demosthenes was also, yes, the faction in Athens was condemned to death. All of these people who are friends of Leosthenes, all of these people who were advocating for the rebellion. Demosthenes, you know, the staunch anti-Macedonian, who was constantly advocating, constantly trying to, you know, get this war against Macedon going. He was condemned to death, and he would, however, commit suicide by poisoning himself. But yes, Leah, oh gosh, my unit of hoplites is totally jumped here, totally sandwiched. Yeah, Leosthenes and his party, his leading figures there, they would be all condemned to death and executed. So oligarchy would be installed in Athens, and of course, you know, the garrison as well. So this would be the end of the you know, freedom for Greeks, for the Athenians, freedom for Greeks that, you know, advocated by Antigonus the One-Eyed. And yeah, it was actually ended by Demetrius, and then Antigonus, his son, would not actually yeah, treat it with any respect either, because it was not working for them. It was not working. The city-states were too fickle to trust them with, you know, following the policies and following the lead without actually being garrisoned. Okay, we at least managed to rout one unit of phalanx, and we have our general here, which is pretty good. So I'm going to use my general to maybe hammer this other unit of phalangites. See, can I? Yes, let's enable this here. Let's turn upon this unit here, and where's our unit of cavalry? Let's get the cavalry upon this unit of Hypaspistae. So we're basically losing really, really badly here. Only have a handful of units now still standing. They are routing as well, however, which is okay. We rallied, some of our units are exhausted, but this is Hoplitae Haploi. They don't stand much of a chance. They are, you know, levy units. These are more of a less a citizen hoplites, more of a reliable force, but we have only, what, 3 units of them. Okay. So what's happening? This unit does not want to yield, unfortunately. Okay, that's okay. 3 of our units have routed, and more to follow, I believe. So what do we actually have? What do we have? Alright, let's bring this unit here. And where is our general? General engaged in... No, he should not be engaged here. Let's bring them upon this unit here to hopefully help us a little bit there. Okay, we have 1 unit of hoplites available. Let's see if we can turn them against... Oh, there is another unit of ours here, also being sandwiched. Not very good. Right, let's see if we can help them a little bit. Let's bring the cavalry here. Let's attack this unit of Hypaspistae in the rear. See if that helps. So yeah, this is the end of the... Oh yes, finally, this unit have routed. So here I have, hopefully, I can provide some support here. And who else do we have here? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's pin this unit here. Let's bring our general unit, Antipholus. Let's bring him here. Maybe we could sandwich this unit here. They're turning against us now, which is good. And these hoplites, I'm going to target this unit here if I can. So they kind of coming back. Look, they're forming the phalanx here, facing away. If they were to bring that to bear, we would stand absolutely no chance there, would we? Okay, what is happening here? Okay, this is Hoplitae Haploi. We're fighting... Oh, this is their general. Is it Kratos that died? I think so. Antipatros should be here somewhere as well, I believe. I'm not sure where he is. Okay, so let's see, maybe we can salvage something out of here. Because Athenians only had about 500 men. Yes, dead. Because it was futile. It was recognized as a futile. The fleet was gone. There was nothing stopping Macedonians pouring in more and more fresh troops from Asia. With Perdiccas potentially bringing more reinforcements to bear upon the coalition. And that was the end of it, pretty much it. Let's see, what can we do here? Can we actually bring... We have a couple more units. Let's bring them here. Let's bring these 2 units here. We have Illyrians now have rallied. And can we let's concentrate all of our forces in this one spot if we can. It's not over yet, we are far from over, but what we have now is bunch of units that are basically exhausted, basically separated from each other, and I don't think we stand much of a chance in you know, actually turning the tide here anymore. Okay, there you go. So this is one more unit. Now we have another 2 units battling away, one here against the Hypaspistae, one here against Phalangites. So if I can bring and there's one more coming, if I can bring this 2 light unit and a cavalry unit quickly, and I will bring my general here as well, maybe, just maybe, we can you know, well, they have, look at that, look at what they have here, so many units of Phalangites they're not using wisely, but maybe we can minimize our oh, and I cannot retreat. This is a shame, because I would really like to withdraw my troops if I can. I would really like to withdraw them to kind of, you know, simulate sorry, what happened historically, but I don't think I can. Okay, that's fine. Right, what's happening here? Here we're hammering them as well, and we have 2 units here apparently. Okay, let's bring our exhausted phalanx here to help our general. Alright, and this is Hoplitai Haploi. Hopefully we'll be able to overcome that. This unit refuses, Hypaspistae refuses to surrender. Right, let's get this unit out of that spot. So we have one more unit of light peltasts. Let's see if they're gonna be you know, of any help at all. Let's bring this unit, let's pin these Phalangites here. Let's pin them there, and let's bring our cavalry to bear upon this unit of Phalangites. Let's see how that's going to work. Alright, so General done his work. Fantastic. Fantastic from Antiphilos. Excellent. So that is done. And let's bring you boys somewhat closer in a moment. Okay, right, so let's get this unit out of here. Let's bring this unit here. And let's get this cavalry into the rear. Let's charge this unit of Phalangites. Right. This is our general. Okay, what else is happening here? Okay. So this seems to be, we are holding on more or less. Obviously outnumbered very heavily. Alright. We're still fighting this Hypaspistae. Oh no, this is now a unit of, yes, of pikes. We need to get our cavalry out of there, obviously. Let's bring this cavalry unit if we're still up and running. Let's get, yes, let's get our general here. Let's get this unit upon this Hoplitai Haploi, so they would not bother us, they would not rally, hopefully. And I urgently need, yes, to rout this unit and hopefully turn. Does it have 2 units here, it seems? Yes, it's not good. Okay, so this unit have rallied. Let's charge. Let's charge this unit here. Let's charge this Hypaspistae. Still standing, unfortunately for us. But we have 2 units now engaging them there. Here, we also have 1 unit and 2 units. Let's attack these units here. Okay, right. So this is almost destroyed. Let's bring back the cavalry. I don't want this unit rallying, obviously. So let's bring our Thessalians to actually make sure they keep up the pressure. So yes, the Macedonians were pushing. The Antipatros deployed his phalanx up front. He started to push against the Greek hoplites, and they could not bear it anymore, and they just decided to withdraw. But were pursued, as I said, by the lighter Macedonian hoplites and the Hypaspists. So this is where they lost about 500 men during that fight, initial fight. Right, what's happening? Oh, this is not gonna happen, is it? This is Hypaspists again. Oh no, and we are, yes, we have only this spearman, unfortunately much lighter spearman, medium spearman. Okay, so where is our general? Let's see, where are you? Okay, let's rally the men. Let's do that. Our cavalry is doing a good job here, so that the unit would not hope. Oh no! No, 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 no. Let's turn this way, can we? I really need. Oh no, and our cavalry is now charging straight into the Macedonian pikes, which are now slowly turning and bringing some of their. Oh, and it's gone now. Okay. This unit is now gone. Unfortunately, they have now decided to, they had enough. And here we stuck between the anvil and the hammer, and here likewise. Well, here not really, but we still have really hard time here dealing with this problem. Okay, now this general of ours is our last resort, but he's heavily outnumbered, 42 against 176 men here in the phalanx. I'm not going to give up though. I'm going to see what can be done here. Look, I have 60% of the enemy killed, so this is going to be a Pyrrhic victory for them. Okay, so this is Hypaspestai, had enough again against our oh yes, this is good. Yeah, this is really good. So we can now swing these units around. We can bring them to bear upon this unit, and this lighter unit will go and charge hopefully these phalangites here. All right, good job, good job. Okay, excellent. So now we have, yes, we inflicting heavy casualties upon them, so this is not gonna be very historically accurate. However, I don't see what else I can do here. I cannot actually withdraw my troops, unfortunately, and I do not want to concede defeat just yet, because we're still fighting in certain places, in certain parts of the battlefield, and that is okay. That is good to see. Well, okay, let's get our hoplites into a single line here. I'm not going to bother. Okay, and our general is here, is fighting as well. We have some lighter troops which could potentially, oh no, this is not a lighter troops, this is our hoplites. Let's see, let's bring them here. Right, let's bring them there. We have, oh yes, we have Hoplitai Haploi as well, doing some damage. They're chasing someone, it seems. Apart from that, we have the Illyrian Peltasts, and we have another unit of Peltasts who are chasing the retreating Macedonians. Alright, let's just speed things up a little bit. Let's see. Apart from the general here, I don't think we're fighting anywhere else at the moment, and I think I will be wise to bring one unit this way to support him. Okay, and where are our lighter troops? Oh well, one of them has decided yet to rout, and the other one is still chasing the enemy. Where is this unit? Okay, so we have 2 against 1, but we are exhausted here, and we are also exhausted there. And we lost 89% of our men, so we don't stand much of a chance. They have all these units. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units there. Okay, there is not much point in me resisting anymore. I think what I'm going to do is, and yeah, we've been outflanked here. I'm going to concede, yes, concede defeat, as the Greeks have done. Okay, oh, right, exit battle, return to game. Is it too late to do that? Yes, okay, close defeat. So here we are. So this is the end of the Lamian War. The Greek coalition has been defeated. We lost our general in the process. Macedonians re-established their hegemony in Greece. Athens has been reduced to the subservient status, with the garrison and oligarchy ruling it. Leaders of Democratic Party punished, fleet destroyed, Athens reduced to the secondary power. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode of the events after Alexandros.